Hello everyone, my name is Simran and today I'm going to share something deeply personal, which is the story of how I got into peace building. But first, let me ask you something. Did you ever feel like you were bursting with thoughts, ideas, dreams, opinions, and emotions but had no space to express them? That was me. I grew up in a very loving, caring, happy family full of fun memories. Yet, I felt that I had no space to express myself authentically, especially when it came to my emotions without being judged, ridiculed, shamed, or shut down. So, even though I was loved and cared for a lot, I did not feel safe expressing myself. So I told myself that Simran, if you follow all the rules, your elders will notice that and they'll provide you everything you could possibly need and everything will fall into place perfectly. Spoiler alert, it didn't. In the name of love, care, and protection, I was denied access to opportunities because of my gender. There was this hypocrisy, expectations based on gender that were deeply unfair. Even as a child, I sensed that things didn't add up. Why were men and women treated differently? Why were my dreams and desires any less important than that of my brothers? And although now I look at challenges from a very how can I transform it mindset, back then I used to live in what I now recognize as victim consciousness. Like for sure there were instances where I was indeed a victim, but I would continue to live and relive the pain because I didn't know how to process what had happened to me. I didn't know how to process my emotions. So I ended up feeling powerless, like life was just happening to me and I didn't have any control. But then something beautiful happened. So I came to know about this training that was happening in my city. It was a residential training called Conscious Leadership and Alchemy of Change, run by an NGO called Yakjah Reconciliation and Development Network. Now, let me tell you, this was a big thing for me. Growing up, overnight trips were unheard of. I hadn't stayed over, spent a night at a friend's place ever. I hadn't gone on any school trip outside my city that lasted, more than a few hours. So imagine my surprise when my family gave me permission to attend this training, and trust me, it was not easy to get that permission. But I'm so glad and grateful that they agreed because this training literally changed my life. For the first time, I learned to connect with myself and with others in a way I'd never thought possible. We were taught tools for self awareness, इमोशनल अंडरस्टैंडिंग एंड माइंडफुल कम्युनिकेशन. सो बेसिकली वो सारी चीज़ें जो मुझे ज़िंदगी भर सप्रेस करके रखे जाने को बोली गई थी, आई गॉट अ स्पेस वेयर आई वॉज टोल्ड कि टॉक अबाउट दीज थिंग्स. सो आई वॉज शॉक्ड. I mean, we were exploring topics like identity, prejudice, perceptions. And trust me, they seem like big abstract ideas, but they impact our daily interactions, our relationships, and the way we see the world. So when I began to understand these topics, it helped me unlearn a lot of harmful beliefs. बहुत सारे harmful beliefs जो मैं बचपन से फॉर्म करती आई थी, मैंने उन सबको अनलर्न करना सीखना शुरू किया, and I started building a healthier mindset. एंड आई रियलाइज दैट वो शांति, वो सुकून जो मैं तब से बाहर ढूंढ रही थी कि बाहर ये चीज़ फिक्स करनी है एंड देन आई गेट दिस इनर पीस, आई रियलाइज दैट दैट journey had to begin within. So Yakjah at that time, it helped me break free from my victim mindset and see that I wasn't just a passive participant in my life. I was indeed an active creator of change. So that was my light bulb moment and my peace building journey had begun. After that training, I joined Yakjah as a volunteer. From March 2017 to January 2020, I traveled a lot. I participated in and helped coordinate a lot of peace building dialogues among youth of Jammu, Kashmir, and Ladakh. And a question that I was often asked was, how do you measure the impact of something that is so deeply personal? And we can quantify the number of trainings we organized and the number of youth we trained in those trainings, but I think that the real impact lies in the change in human behavior. Like, numbers do not communicate the real impact when it comes to this work. And how do you measure change in human behavior? Like, it's not an easy thing. So communicating the impact of this work was tough, and I really wish that we could do it on a larger scale, but we couldn't because unfortunately इस फील्ड में ज़्यादा रिसोर्सेज की इन्वेस्टमेंट नहीं होती है बिकॉज लोगों को ज़्यादा अवेयरनेस नहीं है. So if we want a large scale impact, to resolve community conflicts, then we need to do large scale advocacy as well. And unfortunately, that couldn't happen. But despite these challenges, my time with Yakjah was deeply healing, and it was a transformative experience, and it laid the foundation of my ongoing peace building journey. And let me tell you, peace building, even personal peace building, it's not easy. Change takes time, and it's so easy to fall back into old patterns. But even if we start taking or keep taking, small shifts repeatedly, over time they add up to a lot, and they do create ripples of transformation. और अगर चेंज आ भी जाए तो भी उस चेंज को सस्टेन करना पड़ता है. दैट इज़ वाई दे से दैट पीस बिल्डिंग इज़ नॉट एन एंड स्टेट, इट इज़ एन ऑन गोइंग जर्नी. So how did I continue practicing, teaching and advocating for peace? That's a story I'll share in my next video. Until then, let's keep dreaming, healing and building a more peaceful world together. Adios!